And you're ugly.
I'm ugly?
Yeah, yes. You motherfucking bitch.
Oh!
And you're ugly.
I'm ugly?
Yes.
Wow.
My daughter was very upset that I took away everything. You do not get to pierce your nose. I told you no. I told you no. You do not get to get a Snapchat after I told you no. I get on the Snap. Group chat, right? Group fucking chat. These girls are in there. Psst. I mean, you would think that these were grown fucking women showing pictures off. I just got a new thong. Y'all, mind you, my baby 13 years old. Her friend group 13, 14. New thong.
Until they know that such language is not accepted in this house, let alone for them to then get outside and say it to a stranger, it could never get to that level because that behavior is checked before they come out of the house. The child you fail to correct at the age of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 will become your worst nightmare when they become teenagers. Hey loves, how are you? I hope you are well. As for me, I'm doing great. The weather in the UK is absolutely scorching. Guys, it's hot. But you know what? I'm not complaining because we don't have this weather too often. Anyways, why are we here? Today, guys, we are here because of a disturbing video I found while strolling through the streets of TikTok. Take a look.
I just wanted to sit down and pray.
McDonald's.
Get out.
I have to get out.
Yes.
Why I gotta get out?
Cause this is ours. Yeah, this is ours. McDonald's. Get out.
I gotta get out.
Yes.
Why?
Cause
I'm black?
Get out.
Cause I'm black?
Get out.
Why? What I did to you?
You're mean.
I'm mean?
Yeah.
But you don't know me.
Get out. For I told my daddy
I'm a pastor. Do you see that cross? That means I come in the name of Jesus.
For to call my dad.
I'm finna call Jesus.
I'm gonna call my dad.
I'm gonna call Jesus. You know who's stronger than your dad? Jesus.
No, that's my dad is old man.
That Jesus is stronger than your dad.
No. And you're ugly.
I'm ugly?
Yeah, yes. You motherfucking bitch.
Oh!
And you're ugly.
I'm ugly?
Yes.
Wow.
Because you have to get out. Yes, this is our McDonald's.
But I love Jesus.
This is us. Yes.
Jesus loves you too.
Get off my table.
You know Jesus loves you too?
Get off my table.
God is going to have to heal you in the name of Jesus. You know that?
The girls can come in, not you.
The girls can come in, but I can't come in?
No.
Well, he's a boy.
Who?
That's a boy right there.
Well, you need to get out.
You don't see that? That's a boy.
You need to get out.
Why? Because I'm black.
Because you can't stay with the kids. Yes.
I'm not with the kids. Y'all was over there. I came and sat way over here.
No, sit over there. Yes, sit right there. You're actually ugly. Yes.
Oh, but you guys are pretty.
You're pretty.
Thank you. I knew I was pretty.
I
See?
said the motherfucker.
You said what? Oh, wow. They okay.
Why'd you do that? No.
There it is.
No. Vamos, go eat. Go eat. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Go sit down in there.
And there you have it.
Why'd you do this for like that?
Honestly, guys, when I saw this video, I was really shocked. The video stopped me in my tracks because I couldn't believe what was coming out of the mouths of these girls. I'm looking at these young girls and they look around the age of between 5 to 8 years old. And I'm shocked by one, the boldness and the courage they have to go up to a stranger and harass this stranger. And secondly, the language they are using to address this stranger who has actually done nothing to them to provoke them. They've just approached him and he's there minding his own business. Let's look at some of the languages they used. First, they tell him to get out. For what reason? It's a public space. I know their play area was just right behind them, but I'm looking at that McDonald's. It doesn't look like the play area is somehow separated from where others eat. It looks like you can sit in that area. So from that video, from that clip, it looks like he's free to sit there. And they clearly left their play area to come and talk to this man. They left what they were doing to come and talk to him. And I know it's highly likely that their dad, who we saw at the end of the clip, would have left them to go get some food, get some drinks. He would have thought they were in the play area doing what kids should be doing. So they tell him to get out. They don't stop there. They proceed to call him ugly. At this point, I'm in utter shock. Because how do kids of this age think it's okay to call someone ugly? It blows my mind. As if that was not bad enough, the younger one starts to swear. I can't even say what she said. I'm going to have it on screen because I don't even use those language. And for that to be coming out of a 5-6-year-old, it's just disgusting. They keep telling him he's ugly. They keep telling him to get off the table. Mind you, they're doing all this with their mouth full, which isn't very pleasant for the stranger that they were talking to. When I rewatched the video, I noticed that when the younger girl was saying the swear word, she was sticking up her finger. She was doing this finger. And when she said it again towards the end, they both stuck up their finger. It was the wrong finger they were sticking up, but they knew to stick up a finger. I just found this whole interaction very inappropriate for a number of reasons. The first one, with kids, you always teach them, do not talk to strangers. These kids have gone out of their way to approach a stranger, number one. Number two, they felt so comfortable to be mean to a stranger. And what worries me about that is that this time around, they were doing it to adults. Next time, another time, it will be a child on the playground, someone else's child. They didn't look like it was their first time doing it. I mean, they picked up those words from somewhere. They felt comfortable with those words. They were not stuttering when they were saying those words. So they were used to those words. There was no fear in them whilst they were using those words. They were not mindful of who they were talking to. They couldn't care less. And I'm looking at these kids and I'm thinking to myself, where did they pick this up? And I'm thinking to myself, hold on. The only two places they could have picked this up from is from the home or school. And I'm going to touch upon those 2 points. If it's the home, as parents, we need to be mindful of our actions. We need to be mindful of what we say, what we do in front of these kids. Because kids, they will mimic you. They watch you. And they will repeat what you do. As parents, we need to make sure that we're not parents where it's only do as I say. But your actions must match what you're saying. They can't see mommy or daddy saying, don't swear, don't use mean words. But then mommy and daddy, they're constantly swearing at any given chance. They're constantly being mean to each other or being mean to other people. It's a terrible example. And I thought to myself, it could be the school. You know, our kids, when they go to school, they mingle with so many kids from different homes. Imagine your kid with good upbringing mingling with these girls in school. They'll have an influence on them. So when our kids go to school, they meet people from different homes with different upbringing. And when they come home with this kind of behavior, you need to stamp it out. You need to correct them. Because if these girls picked it up from school, I know they would have said these words at home in the presence of their parents. One thing about kids these age is that they do not have a filter. Whatever they're learning on the playground, they will most likely come home and say it or act it. And it's important for us as parents to take time out to correct them, to educate them as to why these words are inappropriate. I remember when one of my kids came home and they said the F word. And I thought, what? The first time I heard it, I thought maybe I'm imagining things. Maybe, that's not what they're saying. The second time round, I said, no way. I called my kid to order. I said, never in your life do you use that word in this house. Your mother doesn't swear. Your father doesn't swear. So I know you didn't get that from here. You picked that up from school. And my child said yes, from a classmate. And never since I told my child off that day, My child never did that. That was my first child. My second child, years down the line, came home. This is just a few weeks ago. Said the same word. I thought, what? And he said it again. I said, oh, that's what you're saying. I said, where'd you get that from? Where'd you hear that from? He mentioned, so-and-so said this at school. I said, well, we don't say that in this house. And he said that really casually. This is a 5-year-old boy around the ages of these kids. But I put a stop to that. And since then, I've never heard it. And I'm sure my other kids, they'll get into school age and the same will repeat itself as they all go through school. And I will call them to order until they know that such language is not accepted in this house, let alone for them to then get outside and say it to a stranger. It could never get to that level because that behavior is checked before they come out of the house. The truth is, we're not the only ones influencing our kids. There's so many people influencing them in school, online. I remember I dealt with this topic quite recently when I talked about the manosphere. There's so many things calling for the attention of our kids. And it's important that when we see these behaviors, we call them out and we correct them. Let's take some comments. Guys, this video has over 88,000 comments. Daily Dose of Abby says, I would have told their dad they cussed me out too, honestly. So he really knows the full extent of what his kids were doing. LaShawn Wood says, thank you, Dad, for not gentle parenting. These ones have gone beyond gentle parenting. CBT says, this is disturbing on so many levels. It really is. It's frightening. Mel says, the fact that they are talking to a stranger this long is crazy. Honestly, I don't get it. Yep, and Granny Monique says that's learned behavior. I totally agree. They've picked it up from somewhere. Luckily Bedbug says, I'm shaking. Why are kids trying to bully you? That's exactly what it is. You can imagine these girls on the playground. They will be a terror and a nightmare for our kids out there and even for the parents, kids that they bully. MJA says, how are they this rude already? That's what I'm wondering, because if they're like this at this age, imagine when they're a lot older, they'll be out of control. SNO says, the Lord answered this pastor's prayers real quick. He certainly did. Jaina says, Dad knows that they are bad as F. Lafizi also says, wow, are they talking to strangers? I'm wondering the same thing. Mona says, when she randomly cussed. What the hell? Kale says, mouthful of food too. I'm irritated. I was irritated watching it too. Twism says, Dad is right on time. He sure is. Jaden says, who thinks Dad is the GOAT? And that has 45,000 likes. Jamaica says, the pop took me out. I'm screaming. That has 91,000 likes. One thing I'm glad about is that the dad handled the situation right there and there. And this was even before he heard of the awful things his kids were doing. It's like he knew that, no. I see these girls talking to strangers. I know what they're like. I know they've been up to no good. And he was like, you're going to get dealt with. And the most interesting thing to me is that with the way they were going on about their dad, I really didn't expect that from their dad. I thought he would have a softer approach. I thought he would come when he came over, he would have a go at the man, but he wasn't having none of it. And I'm glad for parents like that, because you'll be amazed that there are parents out there who will still defend their kids. Even if their kids are in the wrong, they will still be like, no, you're in the wrong. And they would even join in and harass the stranger. But I'm glad the dad was like, no, not on my watch, not today. And it's also the fact that they seemed to be scared of their dad when he was approaching them. With the way they were going on, I didn't think that would be the case. So it was nice to see that they had some sort of fear for their dad, which means that these children, there's still room for them to mold them into having good characters, because the moment their father approached them, they respected that authority. So there's still time for the parents to change this behavior in them. Their interaction with their father really made me question where this behavior stems from. Someone at home is definitely not doing a good job. It could be mum and it could be dad as well. Dad might have just done that because he's outside. It might have just been performative, or it might just be from the school. Either way, someone is not doing their job properly. And even if they pick it up from school, ultimately it still falls on both parents to train and instill good morals in kids. Because the truth is, it's not difficult to tell a child with good upbringing, with good morals. It's really not difficult. If you fail to train your child at home, they will only go out to embarrass and disgrace you. Because a child with good home training will not go out and be talking to people in a mean way. Because they would have been taught right from wrong. Another place they might have gotten this behavior from is the internet. These girls are very young, and if they are watching age-appropriate videos, they will not be talking like this. So it's important when we give our kids this technology that we make sure that there are parental controls and that they are watching age-appropriate content. It's very important. Because when they step out of their age, when a 6-year-old or an 8-year-old is watching content for a 15, 16, 18-year-old, then they will be talking like this. So as parents, we also have a duty of care to make sure that we safeguard our kids and make sure that the content that they are consuming is age appropriate. In the next video you're about to see, a mom narrates how her child is going against her orders. And the reason why I'm showing you this video is because this young girl that we're talking about is just 13 years old. And I'm showing this to you because this is what will happen to those young girls that we've just seen if their behavior goes unchecked. Take a look. Wait, did you know that over 95% of you watching this right now are not subscribed? And only a small percentage are actually supporting this channel. And I'm not going to lie to you, as a small creator, that matters a lot. Because behind every video is several hours of research, editing, and breaking things down so that you don't have to. And sometimes the algorithm decides, yeah, we're not pushing that one. For example, take this video right here. Barely any views. Not because the content isn't valuable, but because it just didn't get pushed. So, if you're watching this and you're enjoying it, this is me genuinely asking you to please subscribe. Don't just subscribe. Please turn on the notification bell. Because by doing that and by watching it, it sends a strong signal to the algorithm to push the video out so that other people can see it. And when you hit the notification bell, it also notifies you every single time we drop a video. Because even when you subscribe, there is no guarantee that YouTube will show you the content. I really appreciate every single one of you. All right, let's get back into this.
My daughter was very upset that I took away everything. You do not get to pierce your nose. I told you no. I told you no. You do not get to get a Snapchat after I told you no. Do y'all understand that I heard the Snapchat little notification going off? I said, I don't have Snap anymore. So that's not me. That's not neither one of my phones. It's coming out of her room. I say, let me see that phone. She hesitant to give me the phone. I said, why you hesitate? She's like, because I got Snap. I got Snap. So I was like, let me see. I get on the Snap group chat. Group chat, right? Group fucking chat. And I did send a text to the mothers that I could find of these children. These girls are in there. Psst. I mean, you would think that these were grown fucking women showing pictures off. I just got a new thong. Y'all, mind you, my baby 13 years old. Her friend group 13, 14. New thong. I got a belly piercing. My mom let me get a belly piercing. Look, y'all got my nose pierced. We should all get our nose pierced. I'm going to meet up with this person. The only thing I can say about my daughter in those messages, she was like, this is a bit much. This is a bit much, you know? But she said, I do want my nose piercing. I'm going to see if I can get it. You knew that you couldn't get it, but you still did it. You did it on your own. Your fucking nose might fall off. You did it on your own with Lord knows what. So I get the phone. I delete the Snapchat. I take the phone. I take the iPad. I take the computer because I told her, you betrayed my trust. But let me back up. Before deleting that shit, I keep going, and the little girl sends a picture. She sends this picture of he looks like a grown man, facial hair all. Junk out. Junk out. Junk. And the other girls was like, dang, that's you. And then you got some of them that's like, oh, this is too much. Don't send that. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. My mama see that. And then my daughter, she say, why would you send that? Why would you send that? So that's the type of shit that I'm trying to steer her away from.
Piers knows at the age of 13, even after her mother had said no. It honestly blows my mind that a 13-year-old could go against her mother's orders at that age. And I was 13. One, I could have never dreamt of getting a nose piercing. Two, if my mom said no, no was no. I couldn't dream of doing otherwise. But a 13-year-old is comfortable enough, confident enough to go against her mother's wishes. It honestly surprises me. At 13, she has Snapchat, even though her mum told her not to get it. Do you know what? If there's one thing I'm glad about is that in the UK, they're banning social media for under 16s. I'm so glad that that new law is coming into place. It's so necessary because I don't think kids should be on social media. I don't. For what? Back in my day, we didn't have social media and we survived. We had a good time. We went out and we played. 13 is young. 13. To me, that's still a child, a baby, child. My goodness. What? That new law is honestly a relief for me as a parent that my child will not get exposed to that until they're a lot older. I didn't get Facebook until I was 18 years old. My peers were on it, but I was like, no, I wanted to finish my A-level. I didn't get it until I was 18. And I wasn't even missing much. I don't understand why a 13-year-old needs that. And what was even more alarming was when I heard the mother say that she took away her phone, her iPad, and her computer. What is a 13-year-old doing with all those gadgets? Even though a lot of parents like to claim that, oh, we monitor it, we monitor when they're on these gadgets. The truth is, how do you monitor all of those gadgets? As a mom, as a busy mom. And the thing about this mom is she's a busy mom of 5. And she has 2 autistic kids. You can imagine how busy her life will be. When would you have the time to be monitoring all that? Why does a 13-year-old need all these gadgets? I said it earlier, growing up, we didn't have all this. When they have all these gadgets and you fail to monitor them adequately, you fail to monitor them properly, they then go on to download all these apps, Snapchat, whatever it is they want to download, and start exposing themselves to content that's well beyond their age. With my kids, initially we had iPads. And I say initially. And they broke them and we used to replaced it, I think, once or twice, maybe twice. And now there's only one working iPad. And they know we're not going to replace it. And what I do with the kids now is in the morning when they wake up really early. I mean, today was at 5:45, some days 6 a.m. They know the drill. You pick up a book, you read. When you're done reading the book, you can go off and draw a picture. Once you're done doing that, I got a maths and an English book for my 2 older ones. You can start on those. And when you're done, if you like, you can play with your toys. We've got toy cars. You can play with it. We've filled their time up. If they're not doing that, we're doing Play-Doh. They're playing with slime. Going to the library to get books. I'll show you. Let me just grab the maths and English I've got for them. 1 second. We've got these books. You see? Different ones. We've got one for maths, English, comprehension, and another maths. We're engaging them, engaging their minds. And they go swimming on the weekend. Ask me what this has done to my kids, the impact it's had on them. The use of iPad has reduced. They're not keen to grab the iPad. Now they're a lot more creative. They enjoy reading and doing maths now. And they know the routine. And I've started implementing this, instilling this in them from a young age. I want them to love reading books. I want them to enjoy numbers. But you have to start from young. And they don't desire the iPad anymore. Try it. I'm not against the iPad. Oh, I love the iPad. There's a time and place for it. There are times when I need a moment in the kitchen because you have to have your dinner. Yeah, it's okay. If you can't entertain yourself, it's all right. 1 hour on the iPad. Go on. I'm not against it. Even their YouTube, we have parental control. From the littlest one to the oldest one, they've all got their YouTube accounts. And I've banned my daughter and my son, the eldest two, I've banned them from going into mummy's and daddy's YouTube. No, don't go into adult YouTube. It's not for you. Because even though you start off watching a content that's suitable for your age, that's ideal for your age, the next scroll up, because I noticed it when my daughter was watching shorts one day. The next scroll up was, I was hearing something about weight and being too skinny and being weight conscious. I said, what? I just put my head up. I'm like, this is not for your age. Can you get out? Can you come out? And I said, no, you do not come into mummy's and daddy's YouTube, because there's content on there that's not for you. So you need to stay in your lane, stay in your YouTube. And it's all set to their age. Is it easy doing that form of parenting? No, it's a lot more time consuming, because the truth is you have to engage with them more, sit with them more, read with them, interact with them more, help them, assist them, compared to just giving them technology. And the truth is, a lot of parents give their kids this, a phone, computer and an iPad, because they just can't be bothered. They just feel so busy and they just think, let those technology parent them. And the problem with leaving parenting to technology is that just believe that it's not going to do the job that you would have done for them. It's not going to do a good job. It's going to expose them to a different world. And then they start exhibiting characters that you don't recognize. But that's because you are too busy focusing on other things and allowing technology to parent them. That has to stop if we want our kids to listen to us. The young girl's probably not listening because she's never really had to take instructions from mummy, because she's just always in front of the computer, and she'll rather take information and learn behaviors from what she's watching and seeing. So sad. Most parents will say, oh yeah, there's parental control, but there's clearly no parental control in this case, because she was able to download Snapchat without her mum's knowledge. Let's go on to talk about what the girls were discussing on the chat. They were talking about a thong. 13 years old talking about a thong. Do you know the age I was when I knew what a thong was? I was very mature, very, very mature. And these young girls are talking about that. Like, why does that come into the conversation of a 13-year-old? How on earth? How do we get to this point? What kind of content are they consuming for them to know what that is? Or what are they seeing at home? The Bible says bad company corrupts good manners. And you could see it in this group chat. These girls are just influencing one another. That's why it's important that we really pay attention to the friends that our kids are keeping, because they will influence the way they think and the decisions that they make, the choices that they make. When your kids are young, you need to be proactive in knowing the kind of friends that they keep. If you see a child that you know will influence your child in a negative way, you need to inform your child of this and give them reasons as to why you do not want them hanging around with that friend. So that way, as they grow, they start to have better discernment on who to be friends with, who to have in their circle, because of the morals, the discipline that you've instilled in them. I remember one day my daughter came home from school and she mentioned what one of the girls did, because my daughter was being kind to someone else and the girl had said, no, don't do that, that she should be mean. And I said to my daughter, don't hang around with so-and-so. I don't want you to be friends with that person. Find someone else to play with. And I mentioned a couple of girls that I know their parents, and I said, I want you to hang around with these girls, because that other girl was not a good friend. She wasn't going to be a good influence. And my daughter started hanging around with different friends. And just the other day I asked her, I said, oh, so how is so-and-so? She said, yeah, I just wave hi to her. And I said, good. Because we don't hang around with mean people. We don't. Because soon you will start being mean to others. The company her daughter keeps, they're not good company. And that certainly did not happen overnight. I saw a comment that says, Mom, look at you. You have a piercing. So why are you surprised that your daughter wants one at 13? And I don't agree with that comment. I mean, it's a bit like makeup and nail polish. When my daughter sees me applying nail polish or makeup, she always asks me, Mommy, can I put makeup on? Can I put nail polish on? And I say no. And I tell her, soon you'll be able to. There's no rush. Just enjoy being a kid. Please. And I know what it was like being a young girl, wanting to wear makeup and do all these things. But I'm so glad that my parents said no to me as well. So because her mother has piercing doesn't give her a right to it. Her mother is a full-grown adult. Such things are for mature adults who have the full understanding of what they are doing to their body. She is a young girl and she has no business getting her nose pierced at 13. Well, the relationship between this mother and daughter went downhill rapidly. And this is the moment where the both of them found themselves in a heated altercation during a live stream on social media. Take a look.
Hey, Behaviour.
Hey, I can't believe it.
Wait, turn it up. I can't hear this. Turn it up.
Oh my God. Let's see. Where's my camera?
Girl, pipe down. It's just a live.
Oh.
Are you getting back up? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Okay, hold on. What's up with calling me trailer park trash? What's up with that?
Right, trailer park trash where?
Hey, look at my daughter.
Grown ass women arguing with little kids.
Hey, you little bitch, shut up talking to me. Where you at?
I can talk in my fucking own bitch. Remember who's fucking
Hey,
this?
Nene.
No, screw you.
Right, your old
Hey,
dad. Old
Hey, Nene,
ass.
what's your story? What's your story? What's your story?
So are you gonna show your fans how you pulled a gun on me and you didn't show the police?
Oh my God. Are you sure?
Do you want to show them that?
Is that all you can say? That the only word you know.
Hi, London.
You so embarrassing.
She's like,
Oh my God.
It's almost 10,000.
No. Are you scared of her right there?
damn.
Are you scared?
Let's fuck. Oh my God, my hand's still up.
I'm so confused. Where? You okay?
You're confused, but you
Obviously, she's okay.
Oh. I'm gonna let you know when you can't fall back on them. You can't come back here. You can't come back here. These little white
have her
bitches,
back.
they're not gonna be there for you. They're not gonna be there for you. They're not gonna be there for you.
Show your
when it's all
followers
in
show your followers the video footage from yesterday. Then show them.
Okay.
What happened?
Show them.
What happened?
You can show them the other. You can show them the other stuff, but you can't show. You can't show you pulling a gun on me.
My gun was on my hip.
Why do you have a gun in your hip? On your
And why are you trying to be in the bathroom?
That's weird. Why do you have a gun in your hip in the first place in your home?
And you're
You the only black girl here. Oh my God, that's gonna end so bad. This is gonna end so
Right, why
bad.
do we always have to bring color into this? Y'all so quick to call us racist, but you're always the one to bring color into shit.
That's gonna end so bad.
Yeah, no one called you the
That's
N-word. I
gonna
don't know why
end
you're
so
lying.
bad. That's gonna end so bad.
Right, she's trying to call us. What the fuck? She's trying to call us racist, but she is.
She's self-deflecting.
It's not working. Oh, this is a
Your
lot.
face card ain't working either.
Oh, maybe that Botox.
Yeah,
that hair restart. Use that diet. You might want to go to. Look at her face.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Okay,
I'm crying.
I see you're still living there. Okay, so who's?
I can't go home. Tell her yourself.
Wait, hold on. Do we leave?
Can I go home? Are you allowing me to go home?
Wait.
Oh, I definitely kicked you out.
Yes.
Yes, you did. You told the police that.
I did kick you out. Yeah, I did.
You're not letting me come back.
We have to get up out of here.
We know you're in there. We can see you.
Oh yeah. You messed up the car today. You broke the car. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Look like you always had a rough day.
You had to go. You had to go.
When is it your time to go?
You want to know one thing? I would have never let my motherfucking so-called friends disrespect my mama. Never.
Okay, but you were disrespecting.
At the end of the day,
I'm not
at
one
the
to
end of the day,
disrespect someone's
everything that
mother,
I
but when
said
they
was
acting
right.
like this, especially towards their
Everything that
fucking
I
kid, I will act how I
said was
fucking
right.
want.
Everything that I said was right.
Right, your own child doesn't like you.
So now they don't work. Now the cameras don't work.
I haven't been reading those.
She's literally smirking. Y'all can't see her smirking.
Right.
It's
Like,
obvious she's
funny.
lying.
Because it's funny to me.
The girl
It's
in the red,
funny.
shut the fuck up. 1.4.
I can keep talking how many times I fucking want.
1.5.
Okay, everybody shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Y'all mad. Y'all mad that she's better with them people.
Wait, yeah, I need to.
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you.
I'm okay.
Mommy, don't watch
Move. The house is not nasty. We're in the basement.
Yeah, she's the only black girl in the crew. They gonna do her in, and you ain't gonna be able to run your
And you're the only fat bitch in the crew.
They gonna do her in.
Dude, tell me why you
Oh
can't
yeah,
see
they
this.
gonna do her in.
Like, she thinks her body tea in all those videos showing off the lingerie, but she know. Like,
Her profile, bro.
I can't. Like, what is bald's baddie? I'm sorry. But
Oh yeah, my feelings are definitely That's my daughter. Yeah, they hurt. Oh yeah, they hurt.
I don't care if they hurt or not.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm not even talking to you. I don't give no fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Real time. But I'm about to get up off here. Nene, you dead
scary.
to me. You dead to me.
You already said that to me.
Yeah, you dead to me. I hope
Yeah,
you know.
we already know.
I mean, it's very sad to see a mother and a daughter's relationship break down so publicly as well. Such a shame. One thing I do want to say is that it honestly blows my mind when I see parents swear so comfortably in the midst of their children. Whilst on that live, in that room with her was one of her younger daughter. She was just swearing. Like, what example are you showing your kids when you use such vulgar words in their presence? And this is why these kids, just like the two young girls we saw at the beginning of this video, that's why they feel so comfortable using it outside. And I said it earlier, it comes from somewhere. It's the parents. They say these words without a care in the world, and their kids pick it up and they run with it. In that video, I felt that at some point she felt uncomfortable and it was almost like she wanted the live to end. But you know what? It's like you're in the midst of your friends and they're sort of pushing you to keep going and they're sort of influencing you. So she just kept performing for her friends. It was really difficult to watch, but she wanted to please her friends. Anyways, here's the daughter's side of the story.
I'm not a follower. If anything, I'm the leader. Okay. So, should I start from the beginning or what recently happened?
Just fucking start from the beginning.
No, the beginning?
Yes, the beginning.
Okay. So first, it all started, I pierced my nose. My mom found out. She wasn't happy about that. You hurry up. Just okay. She wasn't happy about it and stuff. And like she grounded me and like she was like hitting me and stuff. So I left the house because it was time to go to school, but I didn't go to school. So shut up. But I left the house and I called the police and I showed the police my marks and they said that it was just discipline. So they took me to school after that. And I go home and I go home. And like she starts hitting me more because she's mad and stuff that I called the police and stuff. And
no one's adding y'all.
Right.
No one's turning off the comments either.
Anyways, then time skip because I forgot what happened. But like she sent me to the mental hospital. Then before she sent me to the mental hospital, I put bleach in her boyfriend's food. Like it was ice cream because I put it in there because shut up. No, because he, like the night before, no, the same night, he like picked me up on my. They gave us roses. He picked me up on my neck and he threw me across my room, and that obviously hurt. And I told the police about it. They didn't do anything because she wouldn't show them the camera footage. She wouldn't show them the camera footage then. So that happened, and then I got sent to the mental hospital because of that. And then I don't know. And then I got back from there, and like she started like acting normal and stuff. And then she started being rude for no reason, like disrespectful towards me. So I started getting disrespectful back. And she found out I took money from her, which I did, but she keeps lying about the amount. She keeps switching it. Anyways, that whole thing happened, and then like I got CPS got involved, and I got placed with this family for a little bit. It was my friends. I was living with them for a while until like they had to go to an appointment, and see they're literally saying I'm lying. They said we don't believe you.
Okay, that's your problem.
Okay, how's she gonna show the footage of me stealing and then don't show the footage of what happened yesterday and says it doesn't work? I put bleach in the food because he was trying to kill me. Like he grabbed me by my neck and he threw me across my room. I'm not lying though. That's the thing. I have a hospital band. They're not fake, and I wasn't trying to harm my siblings either. She's not. Oh, she's on the live. She unblocked you.
She's stealing because she has no money.
They didn't call her the hard R.
Like I said, I don't think this behavior happened overnight. I'm not going to believe that. It's something that would have happened over the years that would have gotten this young girl to this position. As parents, it's our responsibility to discipline our children the moment they start to understand the difference between right and wrong. And you also have to be a good example. Swearing anyhow, it doesn't portray you in a good light. And it's just not a good example to kids. You're an adult now. start acting like one. The daughter mentioned in that clip that the mom's boyfriend had grabbed her by the throat and thrown her across her room. If this is true, it's unacceptable behavior. I feel like this daughter's behavior could have been because, and I'm just saying this, I'm just giving different possibilities. I'm not saying this is exactly what happened in their situation, but I'm just saying that it's likely that the mother focused on her boyfriend and didn't prioritize her daughter, and as a result, over time the daughter felt pushed out and she found comfort in the iPad, in the computers, in the phones, and also in the friendship group that she's in, because she was lacking that parenting from home. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just trying to say that it's a possibility. And I saw this video earlier this week actually, and it reminded me of this current situation. Take a look.
Do y'all see the shit that I have to go through? I spent all day at school. Just got back. It's 2 in the morning, about to be 3 in the morning. I just got done doing fucking hair. Mind you, I have to do hair all the way in fucking West Palm Beach, 25 minutes from my house, because my stepdad doesn't want me to do hair in the fucking house because he has an issue with me doing hair. So I have no choice. I had no choice but to get a suite. I got the suite because doing hair in the house was such a fucking issue for everybody that I got a suite, and I'm 25 minutes from my house. I literally did braids today, y'all, and I had to take the client at 5 because I'm in school. Because I'm in school. I'm coming home because it's obviously late as fuck. And I just got done doing braids and I'm locked out the house. Why? Because I'm getting home late. Why am I getting home late? Because I had to get a suite to do hair because you didn't want me to do hair in the house. And now you're saying that I'm getting home late. Every fucking thing I do in this fucking house is a fucking problem. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing. I really can't. And it's aggravating because I literally just got home and I just want to go to sleep and I can't even do that. I can't even do that. Like, bro. Took my son, you're gonna call the police. Call them. 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 I'm on this. Call them. You don't own the I don't care. Call them. Call them. Because why you can't let me in the house? Why can't you let me in the house? Why are you not letting me in the house? I had to go. I was doing hair because you didn't want me to do hair in the house. I was doing hair. That's why I'm late. That's why I come home late because I be doing hair. That's why I'm coming home late. I don't care. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Bill? You're with my mom. What are you talking about? You married her. What are you talking about? She has kids. I don't care. What do you mean you don't owe me? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You always have a problem with me. I don't do nothing to you. I literally don't do nothing. I don't do nothing but do hair every day. Talk about calling the police. Call them. I'm going to stand here and ring the fucking doorbell because this shit's fucking annoying. Like, I'm tired of dealing with this shit. Call them. For real. Because I'm aggravated, bro. Like, this shit is fucking annoying. I fucking got the damn suite because you had a fucking issue with me doing hair in the fucking house for no reason. No fucking reason. Me doing hair in the house was such a fucking problem. Because I'm doing fucking hair. Are you serious? And then you locked me out, talk about something coming home late because of you. You the one.
In the caption of that video, you can't see it, but I'll try to put the screenshot up for you. She says, and my mum is upstairs, by the way. And that comment made the whole situation 10 times worse. Because what do you mean your mum is upstairs whilst your stepdad locks you outside because you're coming home late from a hair appointment you've had to attend to outside of the home because he wouldn't allow you to take clients at home? And your mum is up there saying nothing to this, allowing this man to do this to you. What do you think it does to the daughter? Hold on a minute. There's a comment that she made. Just 1 second. TL said, the fact that your mum isn't stepping in is hurting me. It breaks my heart because as a mother, this shouldn't be happening to your child. She has a good, legitimate reason for why she's coming home late. A young lady trying to make her money. And you do this, you shut her out. And here's her response. It hurt me more because I never expected it. The reason why I played that video was just to buttress the last point I was making. Sometimes when we choose these men over our children, over time they will withdraw and find comfort and find someone else to talk to outside of the home. And you have no control of that. And there's a high chance, high possibility that they will land in unsafe hands. There's a Netflix series that I'm watching currently, and it's called The Polygamist. And the ladies in this Netflix series, they enable this man so much to the point where they couldn't care about their kids' feelings. They put this man first, despite what he's doing to them. And the kids suffer for it. And they go outside to seek attention and to seek validation. So that is a possibility. And that's why I said these behaviors do not just come out of nowhere. Something triggers it. And something has gone unchecked for a very long time. The child you fail to correct at the age of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 will become your worst nightmare when they become teenagers. So you see those first two girls? If they fail to train them, if they fail to teach them good morals and how to positively interact with people, they're going to be out of control by the time they hit their teens. Because at the moment, they still fear their dad. They still fear authority. But the older they become, they're not only going to disrespect strangers, but they will disrespect you as a parent if you fail to parent. So you can see it doesn't happen overnight. Many of you are out here trying to be friends with your kids. No, our job is to parent. No matter how much fun I have with my kids, we might do a little dance video here and there. The truth is, I'm still their parent. And I will discipline them when I need to. About 2 nights ago, one of my sons, he's matured enough to handle himself. At night time, he woke up, I told you it's very hot in the UK. And it was like, it's really hot. I mean, the fan is already on full blast. He's already butt naked in his bed. There's nothing more I can do for him at that point. And he kept coming in to wake me up. And I said, come on, there's nothing I can do. We're all hot. And you've already got a fan. There's nothing I can do. And your other siblings, they're sleeping through the night. And this is about 1:45 a.m. I mean, I don't mind my youngest waking me up, but at your age, you shouldn't be doing this. And I said, go back to bed. And then he comes back again. Oh, I can't sleep. Is it almost morning time? It's 1:45 a.m. And I said, just go back, lie down, close your eyes. At some point, sleep will come. Kept disturbing. And I said to him, if you keep going on like this, that yogurt that you want and the lollipop, you're not going to get it for treat the next day, because I'd promised them the previous day that they'll get it once we get home delivery. Anyways, he continued, he persisted. After a while, he went back after I'd, threatened not to give him the treats. And the next day, he got a good telling off. I said, as a result of what you did, you're not going to be getting your yogurt and you're not going to be getting your lollipop. And he was devastated, blah, 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 blah. He couldn't believe it. But to me, it was important to follow through with that discipline. He got it today. I gave it to him because he behaved well since that incident. It's the little things. He's just 5. But it's from this age, because I am instilling in him, when I say no, no, it's no. When I say go back to bed, go back to bed. Because kids will always try it with you. They will always test your boundaries. My second to the last born, he's also trying to push boundaries, but we pushed right back. That's what kids will do. But you have to remember, you are the parent. You have authority over them. You have a responsibility over them. And it's important that you instill discipline in them. It's not being harsh. It's for their future. And it's important that we all as parents do a good job of it, because these kids will go out into the real world. And if they are not taught well, they become the bullies in schools and in the workplace. And I have one more video for you. I don't know what it is. After I saw that first video, I mean, all these kind of videos came pouring in. Here's another video of a 9-year-old girl who was caught misusing her phone. Take a look. if you're wondering what was found in the phone, according to her sister that posted this, apparently they had found curse words with her friends. She was using curse words, inappropriate language. A 9-year-old. My first thought is that why does a 9-year-old have a phone? I don't understand why 9-year-olds have a phone. I don't get it. I think the sister mentioned something in the comment section that she has sports. She does sports activity and they use it to stay in touch with her. But at this age, I just feel like you're in control of your kids' schedule. You drop them off at school. If they have after school club, you pick them up. And the moment they're in school, then they become the sole responsibility of the school. They need to look after your kids. Even if they have after school clubs, you know when to pick them up. When they have sports, you drop them off and you pick them up. So I don't know why a 9-year-old will need a phone. I mean, it's like my daughter asking for a phone. It's just a no. Why? We know your schedule. And I think I saw a message where someone said, oh, because we don't have landlines anymore, kids need a means of communication with one another. And I think to myself, if you want to talk to your friends, you can use my mobile. And I remember back in my days when we only had landlines in the home. You communicated with friends, but even then it was monitored. I couldn't get away with just going into my room with the cordless landline phone and being on the phone for ages. Like my dad would just be like, knock, knock. And all that is just a way to check in. And at that point, we thought it was invasive, but it's just really to check in. So in this age, if they want to talk to each other, that's okay. Here's my phone. And I'm also just wondering why it's an iPhone. Why a 9-year-old needs an iPhone. And if they do need a phone, must it be an iPhone? I just think some parents really enable their children's behavior. Because the problem with starting a 9-year-old, starting them off with an iPhone is that their taste will be higher the older they get. And then they will put more pressure on you to get more expensive phones. Because you started them off on a very high note. Guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about this. Do you think parents need to do a better job at parenting their kids? Or do you think this is normal behavior and that it's acceptable? And guys, before I show you my Mossy content for this week, if you have any dilemmas, any issues you would like my advice on, please don't forget to send it to simplytaiwo.official@outlook.com. And so this week's Mossy content, guys, this was one of the first videos I saw this week on TikTok. And I said, what? Wonders will truly never end. Take a look. Wow, that dog is eating like a king. I told you wonders shall never end. When I was watching this video, what just kept coming into my mind is that, please tell me that she's not going to use the same utensils, the same cutlery, and the pots. She's not going to use it for her own personal self, and she's not going to eat from that jollof rice again. And let's take some comments. Anita says, no cold bottle of malt to wash it down. I actually thought about that when the dog finished. Mummy says, why do I feel disrespected? Ibs Zaramide said, this is why you don't eat at everyone's house. Girl, that is true. Ola Central 27 says, first in my bloodline to see a pop eating jollof rice. First time for everything. It's Ade says, no, because why is he eating out of the pot? I'm wondering the same thing. And Hoima Genevieve says, what an insult to our jollof rice. And Anna Nikki says, why jollof rice? What happened to dog food? Just when you think you've seen it all. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you do not miss my next post. Till next time, guys, stay blessed and God bless. Mwah. Bye.